Yes. On a Monday morning, I was sitting in the last row of my college auditorium when I heard a soft voice. Excuse me, can you please shift? I am a mechanical engineer. And a computer science girl was about to sit next to me. Got his chair, and every person in this room, whoever sat beside a beautiful girl or handsome man by chance. That day, not only did I shift from my seat, but I also gave my heart to Sneha. It was love at first sight. The next day, like a stud, I went to tell her. Now, when I walk like a stud, all I do is, I'll squeeze my stomach inside and protrude my chest outside. I went in front of her. But like most of the mechanical engineers, I also did not know how to speak to a girl. So all I managed to do was to stare at her face and smile. But next day, everything was going to change. While I was leaving the auditorium, I found something that belonged to Sneha. It was her caprese purse. I quickly grabbed it and put it in my bag. And when I couldn't find Sneha anywhere, I took her purse to boys' hostel. And when there was nobody in my room, for the first time in my life, I was able to put my hands inside a girl's purse. I soon realized this is not a purse but a makeup kit. But it had few other items. After going through all the items, I decided I'll play a small game with her. I took out few items from the bag and kept it with me and decided to return her the rest. So next day, like a stud, I went in front of her, carrying her caprese bag like a baby. But when I saw her, I was shocked. She looked totally different without makeup. I had to convince myself this is the same girl. I went ahead and returned her back. She was thrilled. And for the first time in my life, one of my crush actually said something to me. Thank you. Her thank you till today rings in my head. The next day, again like a stud. This time I carried her Lakme eyeliner. I gave it to her like a rose. She took it. She said thank you again. So I moved to next day again. Like a stud, I went in front of her. This time I carried her half-eaten Dairy Milk silk and Garnier foundation powder. I gave it to her. She took it. But she looked angry. She started shouting. She started scolding. I got scared. And my inner stud, it got released. I went ahead and told her the truth. Look, Sneha, I wanted to be your friend. And I don't know how to speak to a girl. That is why I did all this. I have no idea what Sneha saw in me that day, but we became friends. Now, this news spread in college like fire, and I became extremely popular. Soon, my friends in mechanical engineering started comparing me with Virendra Sehwag because I was the one who opened their account in computer science. I went ahead and I proposed her. She ignored me. I insisted. She hesitated. I wanted her to realize that though we are of same age, but I am still her her Nick Jonas. And if I am not her Nick Jonas, I am definitely her Anup Jalota. Then I sold my bike and got another one. Every day, Sneha used to sit behind me on my bike, but she used to still ignore me. She ignored me by keeping her purse right between both of us. So that whenever a speed breaker came in front of the bike, I could only feel her purse and her finger. When nothing was working, I started ignoring her myself. Out of love, I used to write her assignments. Out of love, I used to carry her from girls' hostel and drop her to computer science department every day. And out of love, I used to stand outside beauty parlor when she used to go for manicure and pedicure. But now, no to everything. Then she realized my true value. She knew her अच्छे दिन in college, her good days in college can only be possible when she gives me what I want. And finally, one day she called me and said yes. And I got the bike ride I deserved, with no backs in between. But sadly, as we all know, अच्छे दिन do not last long. We broke up. After a few days, we again became friends. Then one day after college, she called me. She called me and told me, "Hello Utkarsh, I wanted to invite you to my wedding." Yes, like an ex-boyfriend, I was also completely shocked. But I did go to her wedding. And there in her wedding, I ended up picking 2 more purses. But I had no clue whose purse it was. So like to start. Back to you.